Ugh.
Lie and lay. The verb lie means to rest, to recline, or to be in a place. Lie does not take an object. Forms of lie. So we have base form lie, present participle is lying, past tense lay, and past participle have lain. Please note, the verb lie has definitions than the ones given here. One common definition is to tell an untruth. For example, forgive me please, I didn't mean to lie to you. The verb lay means to put something in a place. The verb lay generally takes an object. We have the base form lay, present participle is laying, past tense laid, and past participle have laid. Lay, laid, have laid. Similarities. Please note that the past tense of lie is lay, which also resembles the present tense verb lay. However, the difference between both words is that the past tense of lie, lay, does not take an object. It has no object. Whereas lay does have an object. It takes an object, and that's the distinction. So it's very important that we try to remember these differences. Check out these examples of lie and lay in sentences. Let's start with is lying, the present participle of lie. The box is lying on the table. It has no object. Nothing receives the action lying. Kevin is laying the boxes onto the table. Boxes is the object of is laying. Boxes receive the action of laying. They receive the action of the verb. Let's look at the past tense of lie, which is lay. 5 color pencils lay in the pencil case. Lay again has no object. Let's look at the past tense of lay, which is laid, in a sentence. LaToya laid the pencil in the pencil case. Pencil is the object of laid. It receives the action. Let's look at the past participle of lie, which is have lain, in a sentence. The crystal ball has lain on the table all day. Again, we see that has lain has no object. How about the past participle of lay, which is have laid? The fortune teller has carefully laid the crystal ball on the table. Crystal ball is the object of has laid. It's the thing that receives the action. Useful trick.
Can I have some tricks?
If you're still having a difficulty determining whether to use lie or lay, substitute lie or lay with put. Use the word put to determine if the answer is lie or lay. If the sentence makes sense, then lay, laid, laid is the answer. If it doesn't make sense, then lie, lay, lain is the correct answer. Remember, lay, laid, laid has an object. Lie, lay, lain does not have an object. For example, let's go back to the sentences that we've done previously. Let's apply this trick to those sentences to see if this method actually works. The box is putting on the table. Does this sentence make sense? Of course it doesn't. Therefore, the answer that we previously had, the box is lying on the table, is correct. Lie, lay, lain. How about this sentence when substituted with put in? Kevin is putting the boxes onto the table. This sentence makes sense. Therefore, the answer that we previously had, Kevin is laying the boxes onto the table, lay, laid, laid, is correct. 5 color pencils put in the pencil case. This sentence does not make sense. Therefore, the answer had to have been lie, lay, lain. 5 color pencils lay in the pencil case. Latoya put the pencil in the pencil case. Does this sentence make sense? It certainly does. Therefore, the answer had to have been lay, laid, laid. Latoya laid the pencil in the pencil case. When substituted, it made sense. The crystal ball has put on the table all day. Does this sentence make sense? It doesn't. Therefore, the answer had to have been lie, lay, lain. The crystal ball has lain on the table all day. How about this sentence? The fortune teller has carefully put the crystal ball on the table. Does this sentence make sense? It certainly does. The fortune teller has carefully laid the crystal ball on the table. Lay, laid, laid. Let's practice. You have 6 seconds to decide if the answer should be lie or lay. To make things fair, I'll give you a few seconds head start. Let's go. My sister laid the bag on the desk. Time is up. The answer is laid. My sister laid the bag on the desk. The rake is lying in the pile of leaves. What's the answer? The answer is lying. Where has Daniel lain the keys this time? Time's up. The answer is laid. The key to success lies in hard work and dedication, Mr. McFarland said. The answer is lies. Mrs. Wright lays her book on the table. What's the answer? The answer is lays. The diary is laying there next to the laptop. What's the answer? The answer is lying. The kitten has been laying on the sofa since this evening. What's the answer? The answer is lying. My kitten has laid my scarf in the front of the fireplace. The answer is laid. The charming lamp had laid on the bedside table for years. What's the answer? The answer is lain. Lay here and relax before going to the gym. The answer is lie. How about this? Last night, a single magazine laid in the rack. The answer is lay. He laid on his beach towel until he got sunburn. Lay. The answer is lay. As he lay in the hammock, he fell fast asleep. What's the answer? The answer is lay. Great job, guys. See you next time. Bye, bye, bye. Yeah.